Amid the gilded haze of Los Angeles's perpetual summer, where palm shadows stretch like accusations across Sunset Boulevard, Isla Fisher stepped into the light of candor, her voice a steady anchor in the roiling sea of post-divorce discourse. The 49-year-old Australian enchantress, whose laughter has lit screens from wedding crashers' romps to confessions of a shopaholic's whimsy, graced the pages of NewBeauty in a shoot that captured her essence. Radiant skin glowing like sea glass, eyes holding the depth of oceans crossed. But it was the accompanying interview, raw and revelatory, that stripped the varnish from her split with Sacha Baron Cohen, exposing the really challenging terrain she'd navigated since their 2023 announcement. After 14 years of marriage, a union forged in London's drizzly charm and tested by Hollywood's relentless glare, their divorce finalized in June felt less like an ending than a seismic shift, one that left Fisher rebuilding her sense of self from the rubble of roles relinquished. Wife, co-parent, invisible scaffold to her husband's comedic crusades. Fisher's confession unfolded with the measured grace of someone who journaled through the nights. "It has been a really challenging time," she admitted, her words a bridge to the divorce club, that unspoken sorority where members exchange knowing nods over coffee, their grief a dialect all its own. "I definitely feel like there's something about the divorce club that anyone in it understands in a way other people don't. It's a different grief." The phrase lingered, evoking not the sharp stab of betrayal, but a dull, pervasive ache, the slow dissolution of a shared life, where routines once woven tight unravel thread by thread. For Fisher, whose career had often played second fiddle to Cohen's peripatetic projects, Borat's guerrilla shoots, the dictator's global jaunts, the split was a reclamation. The past 2 years, she revealed, had been a deliberate pivot. Auditions pursued with renewed ferocity, scripts poured over in sunlit cafes, a return to the craft that first lured her from Perth's shores to home and away soap suds. Yet in the interview's pivot to possibility, Fisher's spirit soared. "I feel like creating a new identity after your divorce is so fun though," she enthused, her optimism a lifeline tossed to readers adrift in similar straits. "You get to reflect on your values and goals, explore new interests, focus on what you want and rebuild your sense of self." The word fun was deliberate, a rebellion against divorce's dour stereotype, a chance to curate a life like a mood board, pinning dreams deferred, pottery classes in Silver Lake, hikes along Runyon Canyon serpentine trails, perhaps a memoir chronicling her leap from soap starlet to silver screen siren. Their 3 children, Montana, 18, the equestrian artist sketching futures in charcoal; Olive, 17, the thespian heir to her mother's stage whispers; Annabelle, 14, the firecracker with Cohen's impish grin, remained the constellation guiding her north. Co-parenting, she implied, was a negotiated peace. Custody calendars synced via apps, school plays attended in tandem, holidays divvied with diplomatic precision. Contrast this poised reinvention with Cohen's tabloid tangential tango into singledom, a narrative that cast Fisher's journey in sharper relief. Just 3 months post-finalization, the 54-year-old Borat provocateur was linked to Hannah Palmer, a 27-year-old model whose Instagram exuded beachy bohemia, bikini snaps in Bali, wellness retreats in Tulum. The pairing, splashed across page 6 with paparazzi candids of handholds at Nobu Malibu, sparked eye rolls and editorials on age gap absurdities. By Friday's dusk, Cohen was sighted with Kelsey Calemine, 26, a social media savant 28 years his junior, their rendezvous at a Brentwood bookstore morphing into sunset strolls along the Pacific. Calemine, with her feeds of literary hauls and latte art, offered a cerebral counterpoint to Palmer's glamour, yet the pattern persisted. Youth as accessory, whispers of midlife reinvention veiling deeper quests. Cohen, whose satirical skewers, Ali G's cultural jabs, the Ali G show's boundary pushing, had long masked personal reserve, now navigated romance under scrutiny's microscope, his ex-wife's elegance a silent foil. Fisher's reticence on these rumors was a masterstroke of dignity, no shade thrown, no subpoena subpoenaed. Instead, she channeled energy into work's whirlwind. A rom-com cameo that teased her comic timing's return, voiceover gigs for animated adventures where her lilt brought pixies to life, even producing a podcast on women's reinventions, episodes featuring divorcees turned distillers and authors. Her NewBeauty spread, shot against backdrops of wildflowers and white linens, symbolized this bloom, hair cascading in loose waves, makeup a whisper of earth tones, outfits blending boho chic with tailored edge. "Divorce isn't defeat," she seemed to say through every frame, "it's detours to destinations undreamt." Their story's genesis was a rom-com script, meeting on the Borrower's 1997 set, sparks amid green screen greens. Wedding in 2010, A castle affair in Australia where kangaroos photobombed vows. Parenthood followed, Montana's birth amid Cohen's Bruno press, Olives amid Hugo's whimsy, Annabelle's as Les Miserables loomed. Fisher's sacrifices were subtle, turning down Wolf of Wall Street for family proximity, scripting nocturnal animals between bedtime stories. Cracks emerged in the 2020s. Cohen's The Brothers Grimsby backlash, Fisher's backstage pass hiatus, pandemic isolations amplifying resentments. The April 2023 filing, mutual and media managed, cited irreconcilable differences, a euphemism for drifts too wide to bridge. As autumn's amber light filtered through her agent's office, Fisher plotted next acts. A lead in an indie dramedy about midlife makeovers, perhaps a directorial debut drawn from diaries. The Divorce Club nod extended olive branches to peers. Reese Witherspoon's book club chats, Jennifer Aniston's wellness whispers, fostering a network where grief gestated growth. Cohen's dalliances, fodder for TMZ tickers, underscored her serenity. At 49, Fisher embodied reinvention's radiance, her silence a symphony louder than scandal. In Hollywood's Hall of Mirrors, where marriage's mirror box, her break spoke volumes. Divorce is dawn, not dusk, inviting all to dance in the light of self-rediscovered.